Good day everyone, I am Marnel Pespino from BSC 1-1. Today I will going to present the topic which is all about marginalization and critical feminist theory. First, let's have a short introduction about marginalization. Marginalization is both a condition and process that prevents individuals and groups from full participation in social, economic, and political life enjoyed the wider society. Critical feminist theory, in some usages, the term critical modifies feminist theory, suggesting that all feminist theory criticizes the misogynistic view of women that characterize society. Now, allow me to discuss what is marginalization theory. Marginalization comprises the processes by which individuals and groups are ignored or relegated to the sidelines of political debate, social negotiation, and economic bargaining and kept there. And also, marginalization is the process of making group or a class of people just important or relegated to a secondary position. When one class of people are grouped together as secondary citizen, this is example of marginalization. Marginalization is the other term for discrimination. We all know that discrimination is treating a person unfairly, and some of the criteria used to discriminate or marginalize is homelessness, status, religions, skills, and also poverty. I prepared here some video clips to better understand what is marginalization.
Grandma, my friends say we should not talk to Purti. She's from lower class. Look at her dress. No, Mira, do not judge someone on what they wear. They are also like us. You should speak to her.
What is wrong in Meera not speaking to Purti? Judging a person by his or her appearance is a kind of discrimination which is also called marginalization. Meera should remove such inequality by talking to Purti. What class Meera is referring Purti to be from? Purti belongs to a backward group known as Adivasi. Adivasis are also referred as tribals.
So according to that video, we can see the discrimination between Mira and Kurti. Also, marginalization is used as an explanation for both criminality and lack of criminality. Some feminist sociologists suggest that it is the marginal position of women in a society that means that they commit fewer crimes than men. They have fewer opportunities to commit crimes because marginalization is opposed to men who can commit occupational crime at work, as well as being more likely to form criminal subcultures due to not being confined in a domestic role. Before, women are more likely to marginalize because before women are more likely staying at home and serve for her family, and the man will work and provide for the needs of his family. But before, we have gender in development, gender on development, and gender and development. Those development used to enhance the women's power and women's right to have a equality. And some causes of marginalization is discrimination and bias. Social forces likely like racism, sexism, and religious hatred can lead policymakers or community members to create structures that keep certain groups from participating and fully in society. And poverty is one of the major contributor to marginalization. Just like what I said before, poverty is one of the criteria used to marginalize people. Structural disadvantages. Sometimes society marginalizes people by denying them the space or accommodations they need to advocate for their needs and make their voices heard. For example, the lack of accessible housing for the people with disabilities has increased poverty level of this group. Some effect of marginalization is marginalization harms society as a whole, but marginalized people shoulder the main burden of that impact. Marginalized people may encounter seemingly insurmountable challenges when pursuing a legal means of earning a living, motivating them to turn to illegal means. Mental health issues. Marginalized people often develop feelings of alienation and depression, compounded as their marginalized continues. For example, the effect of marginalization is someone having a HIV. They may feel discriminated or marginalized, and maybe they lose her or his confidence to participate in the society. Three types of marginalization: social marginalization, economic marginalization, and political marginalization. In social marginalization, a group of people, communities may have the experience of being excluded. They may also feel marginalized because they are poor, considered to be a low social status, and viewed as less human than the others. In social marginalization, someone is feel excluded from that group, and people may think that he or she are not belong to them. So in economic marginalization means that people do not have the same chances as others to contribute to and benefit from the economy. They don't have the chance to get a good job, or couldn't attend a trade school to equip them with skills to enter a certain sector. They may struggle to make enough money to live a decent life or to access a critical health care if they ill. Um, in economic marginalization, your needs and desires are easily to ignored. Other people may discriminate you by who you are and may think that you are nothing than them. Political marginalization means that some groups of people are not able to participate democratically in the decision-making process. If you do not have a seat at the table, it is very hard to get your voice. And when we already struggle to do that, it means politicians have a very easy time continuing to ignore your needs and focus all their attention on the needs of majority. In political marginalization, you're not allowed to elect the leader you want. Ang mga tinutulungan lang nila is yung kailangan ng nakararami. They are not focusing only on one people. They are focusing on the majority needs. So, critical feminist theory. Let us move on to critical feminist theory. Feminist theory is the extension of feminism into theoretical, fictional, or philosophical discourse. Aims to understand the nature of gender inequality. It examines women's and men's social roles, experiences, interests, course, and feminist politics in a variety of fields such as anthropology and sociology, communication, media studies, and psychoanalysis. When we say feminism, it is the advocacy of women's rights based on equality of the sexes. I have here the three types of feminist theory: the mainstream feminism, the radical feminism, and cultural feminism. The mainstream feminism is focused on institutional reforms, which is meant reducing gender discrimination, giving a woman access to male-dominated spaces, and promoting equality. When we say mainstream, it also mean liberal feminism. Always remember that when we heard mainstream or liberal feminism, always remember the word equality. And let us move on to radical feminism. Radical feminism wanted to reshape society entirely, saying that the system was inherently patriarchal and only an overhaul would bring liberation. It resisted the belief that men and women were basically the same, while cultural feminism had a similar view and thought that there are female essence that distinct from men. So that's all. Thank you for listening.